Hi, Will. This is Coach Smart from ABC's baseball camps. I'm going to do your hitting evaluation. So if you're ready, Will, let's do this. Okay, so first we're going to look at is watch a swing. Then we'll let you get set back up again. Okay, so from a setup standpoint, Will, I'm not a huge fan, buddy, of starting with my foot open like this. Okay, and the reason why I don't like young hitters that do that is because of their inability to have that front foot when you take your stride land in the same place. Okay, I know you see it on TV with the big leaguers; they do it all the time, and but there's a reason why they're big leaguers. Okay, so just make sure if you're going to do that, buddy, that you got to spend a lot of time practicing just that move right there to ensure that that front foot's going to land in the same exact spot every time on your stride. If that foot's landing someplace different every time, then you're going to have a hard time being consistent. What we look for in hitters to help them improve is trying to find a way to make them repeatable. Okay, repeatability is a gigantic word at the higher levels for baseball. A player's ability or inability to repeat what they do will go a long way in how far they make it in baseball. Okay, so we'll kind of let that go for now, and you think about that a little bit, and only you can decide what you want to do with that. Okay, so we watch your stride foot come down, and right away, Will, you kind of put yourself in jail. Well, I don't know, because I can't tell. I'll take that back, Will, because I can't tell where the pitcher's standing. So I'm assuming that you're stepping straight at the pitcher. That's the assumption I'm going to make here as we do your eval. And if that's the case, then you did a great job right there, because your feet right now are still parallel. And that's great. So keep doing that. That's a great way to start off from a standpoint of developing a good swing. So let's watch what you do now with your bat. Okay, so it's not a bad path. Okay, your barrel's up, but one thing I'm concerned about, Will, is how low your hands are. Okay, and the kind of rule of thumb that we have for hitters at high school and college is we want their top hand of their bat to be even with your ear hole on your helmet. Your hands are way below that. So what that tends to do for hitters is that any pitch that comes, at a trajectory up in here, the tendency for hitters with their hands at that position have a tendency to have to swing kind of on this kind of plane, kind of up at it. I didn't draw very good there. Let's try that again. As they swing that bat, they have a tendency to want to come up to the ball. And that's the last thing we want to do as a hitter, is have an uphill plane to the point of attack. If anything, we want to have a downhill plane to the point of attack. Okay, so something to keep in mind there. What else we have here? Let's take a peek here. Okay, so all hitters will, whether they're 5'10" or 6'10", have to use their lower half. Okay, they gotta find some way to tap into the energy that's provided to every player from the waist down. Okay, I don't see in those first two swings a lot of you tapping into that resource. Okay, let's see here. You know, your back leg has got a little bit of a bend to it, you know. A little, oops, stupid mouse. Got a little bit of a bend to it, kind of like that. But what it should have is almost a backward inverted C. You should have that much bend in your leg to really tap into using your lower half. So you're going to have to learn how to get in your lower half a little bit better to tap into that. Okay? When I get your foot landed, okay, I'm going to put a line on top of your head. Okay? So your helmet, your head, should never come above that until way, way after contact. So let's see what you do. It goes down a little bit. Now it's starting to come up. We haven't hit it yet. We're just starting to hit. And see the angle your body's in right now? This here. You know, that means you're not transferring your weight to your front side. All your weight is stuck on the back side. Okay, so that's robbing you of power going out the front side. We could get more power out of you if we could get you to really drive that baseball. Okay, so we gotta get that kind of sorted out a little bit. I want you to, I got a little homework assignment for you, Will. I want you to get on YouTube and pull up a Mike Trout video. Just type in YouTube in the search bar, put in Mike Trout hitting, and you'll see a guy who has what we think is perfect form as a hitter. Okay, he really gets into his leg, he hits off a firm front side, and he transfers his weight forward. And that's something all young hitters have to learn how to do, is get that weight transferred forward. So you do some really good things from the standpoint of your setup and how you stride to a parallel stance. Your route to your contact point's not too bad, but we need to make sure that you're not getting stuck on that back side. Okay, so a drill you can do for that is a T drill, is to set up a T and take your swing. So when you swing, I want you to drive your back leg so hard that your back leg comes off the ground. So instead of pushing backwards like you are now, I want you to push forward. Okay, so you'll see a lot of times big league hitters, when they make contact, their back foot actually comes off the ground because they're so intent on getting their weight going forward and not pushing backwards. So I hope that helped you, Will. I think you got some good tools to work with. You just got some things you got to get figured out, and I hope I've given you some insights to maybe make that happen for you. I want to thank you and your parents for coming to ABC baseball camps, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one. Have a great rest of your summer, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.